Nobody know. Yes, DJ Neptune, Mr. Easy, and Joe Boy on that fire jam titled Nobody. Speaking of nobody, absolutely nobody does it better than us. Yes, bragging rights.
No lies there, OJ, and that is the truth. They don't call us the music and instruments plug for nothing.
Ooh, and you can bet your money on us every single day of the week because we always deliver. You are welcome to the Nollywood Tuesday edition of the show. Yes! My name is Amanda Dara, and today you can call me simply Amanda. Yeah.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is Royal Highness in this planet. I go by the name King OJ, but you can call me OJ. That's what it is. It is what it is.
Okay, it's the jewel in the crown right here. It's your girlfriend next door. And of course, it is the hostess with the mistest. My name is Honeypot.
Yes,
welcome.
sir. Yes, sir. So what do we have planned for you guys today? Entertainment news is up first, then celebrity birthday shout out, then you learn about some entertainment history on Rewind.
Amanda will bring us today's dose of laughs in Sweetville, after which we will be joined by a Nollywood actor.
And then we'll chew it off in the second half of the show. Then you get the entertainment news recap. And of course, on Daily Top 5, we'll take a look at 5 sci-fi movies of the 21st century.
And of course, in the final lap of the show, Amanda and Honeypots will tell us all about the movies at the movies this week. Then we'll wrap things up with Where Are They Now? Ladies and gentlemen, this is E-Splash, where the fun never stops. The show has begun. See you in a few.
Yes, thank you so much for staying here with us. Of course, it is still Entertainment Splash, and we've got you covered. And that was the reason we brought you that one by Zero, called Culture. Now, apart from the very traditional dance that you can do with that song, I think that another dance that goes well with it is Orange Justice. Like, you can just be like,
just be moving up and down.
Anything. Like, it makes me happy. I'm just, you know how music is a universal language, and anybody can just understand. So
I don't hear what it's saying, but I'm loving it.
Makes you want to move.
Yeah.
It just makes you want to.
Yes. Okay, so now let's get into the entertainment news. And we start with this one. Foluke Daramola debunks news of our death. Nollywood actress Foluke Daramola Salako has released a video to debunk rumors of her passing. She took to her Instagram page to curse out those who are spreading the rumors. Check out the clip, which she captioned, hashtag stop stupid rumors, hashtag I shall not die but live to declare the goodness of the Lord.
How you all doing? Hope you are doing well. I don't know where people are getting the impression that I died. I don't know who died though. It is my enemies that will die. It is their family and everybody that wishes me dead that will die. I, Foluke Daramola, I am not dead. I am living to the glory of God. So whoever, please don't call me. Whoever is telling you such gist, just tell them to get the because there's nothing like that. And whoever is carrying such gist should be sued. They should stop it immediately. I am hale and hearty. I am alive. Pakasumu died. Para celebrated him. He still went to celebrate Baba Agbako, Charles Olumo.
I don't know where people get this and how they just start to say that people died when they're still alive. Like, this is not the first time this will be happening.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, it's not the first time this will happen. I feel like it happens to most people who are in the entertainment industry or even in any type of media industry. And I love her reaction. She's like, I'm going to live to testify of the goodness of God. I'm alive. I'm hale and hearty. I know she was just being, you know, she's just trying to clear the rumors out and being very spiritual about it.
Did you see this rumor anywhere?
Interesting.
Because I
didn't see it as well.
So we're talking about Foluke Daramola. We're talking about Foluke Daramola Salako right now. We definitely wish you all the best. You're not dying, according to what you said. Hashtag you shall not die, but live to declare.
I wonder what you're insinuating right now.
I'm just asking a question.
So you have a point. Obviously, I actually believe that she must have seen some rumors, but most times you give
So why is she telling us to sue them?
attention. I was wondering about that as well. She was like, they should sue them. I was like, who is the they that should sue them? But then it could be her family members, it could be her manager. I don't know who the they is that they shall be sued. That's what she's trying to say. But you have a point where it states that you don't bring attention to light some things because you give it more publicity. It doesn't mean that it didn't happen. A lot of times there are some people that, of course, she has more status than whoever it is that is posting it. So she definitely was able to gain more attention from doing so. So she has come out to debunk it. So.
Okay, she's alive.
She's alive.
Yes, sir.
And hale and hearty.
Yes. Yeah. So let's move on to the next story. Camila Cabello speaks on her relationship with Shawn Mendes. Yes, American-Cuban singer Camila Cabello has spoken about her relationship with Canadian singer Shawn Mendes. In a recent interview with Jimmy Hill at the Global Awards in London, she was asked if her and her boyfriend will be collaborating on any future songs together after their smash hit, Señorita. Take a look at what she had to say.
We want more. I mean, honestly, we're being in our 20s and...
Busy people.
No, not even like that. Just like being in love is exhausting.
Yeah?
It takes it out of you.
Yeah, it's true.
We can't even go to the studio. We can't,
Yeah.
We're trying to calm down.
Wow, okay. Too busy in other ways.
No, I meant emotionally.
Emotionally, no, it is a lot.
So cute.
She also spoke about Shawn Mendes' facial hair, a look she claimed to have had a slight influence on. Camila, who is 23, and Shawn, who is 21, made things official in July 2019 after spending years in the friend zone. According to a source, the more time they spent together, the more they started having feelings for one another.
I'm here for this.
Like, I watched a particular performance of their song Señorita on stage. It was just too sensual. The only thing they did not do is just
kiss.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm wondering, how did they do this thing? But
I mean, I feel like the chemistry has been building, with the years, because they were on a tour together like 5 years ago, and apparently they were not even spending so much time together. It was more like we just come on stage, we rehearse, you go back to your boss. So there was this chemistry that was obviously building up over the years, and I don't know who was putting who in the friend zone, but I'm going to assume that it was Camila because she's old. I'm just going to assume it was her. So perhaps that friend zone thing is also there, because people were asking her, why didn't you kiss him? Like you hit him on the nose like a little boy. I'm like, what? Like, so it's really cute. I'm super here for it.
You heard when she said something is exhausting right there, and I'm like, okay, so, okay. But then I just like it when people work together and they just have this synergy, and, it makes everything just fantastic at the end of the day. So they're giving the audience
something to talk about.
Please,
another collaboration. We need another one. Forget all this love is exhausting and
exhausted by love. That is just the cutest thing I've heard today.
Exhausted by love. Cutest thing.
They don't have time to record. See, that's another level of achieving in life. I'm so exhausted. I can't work because I'm so in love. Like, wow, oh my gosh. Really? Wow.
Cinderella story.
Is that a line you're going to be using today?
I mean, when that happens,
okay,
you would know. Like, I'm taking a break off work. But I think I'm very happy for them. This is 8 months down the line for them. And, when they started off dating in the summer last year, people thought it was just going to be a fling, but it has lasted for 8 months. And hopefully, it stands the test of time.
And the Shawn Mendes that we used to know, clean-shaved and everything, now because of our influence now.
Because of a woman.
Hey, God. It's not keeping... It's okay.
It's fine.
Don't worry. When you meet the one, this your hair, you cut it.
Hey!
On that note, we're done with entertainment news. It is now time for a celebrity birthday shout-out. All right. First up on our list is Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
The American singer, songwriter, fashion designer, and actress is 37 today. Now, she rose to fame after winning the 4th season of American Idols. And of course, Jesus Takes the Wheel is arguably her biggest hit ever. I mean, who doesn't know this song?
Yeah. And I like the fact that she has fashion sense and, and then she does so many things. It's just so wonderful because, I keep saying it, like nobody has one talent. God is just so wonderful. Happy birthday, Carrie Underwood.
Happy birthday to her. You're super talented, as Honeypot said. Now, the second person on our list is Chuck Norris, who is 80 today. What? He's an American martial artist, he's an actor, he's a film producer, and of course, a screenwriter, turning 80 today.
Chuck
Obviously has been able to do all his life wishes. What?
You cannot beat Chuck Norris, though. Chuck Norris and Steven Seagal.
I know, right?
They are the proper definition of actor, not they die for fame.
For too long. You can't.
I know,
you can't
right?
even
And I'm
argue.
always very excited when people become 80. You know, I always say this, and I'll say it's a privilege denied to many. So happy birthday to him. This is a huge one. 80?
Damn.
Well said. All right, the third person on our list is Emily Sande, who is turning 33 today. The British singer, songwriter is popular for her numerous hit songs, including Heaven, Read All About It, and Beneath Your Beautiful. Would you let me see beneath your beautiful? That song is so powerful, guys. I don't know who you are, but you need to listen to it.
Oh my God,
yeah.
I don't know who you are. Or
You need to go. You need to. I mean, they're going to enter your feelings right there. Fantastic singer, and she sings so effortlessly. Just when you're not trying to hit that nose, when you do karaoke, that's when you know.
Do not try.
Okay, it's a natural song.
There are people that you should not even try their songs.
Don't. All right, the first person on our list, we have so many people celebrating today, is Emily Osmond, and she is 28 today. The child star, an American actress and singer-songwriter, is popular for her roles in films like Spy Kids and her role as Hannah Montana's best friend on the Disney Channel television series Hannah Montana. Yes, if you watched it, then you couldn't even miss her. There were like 5 and 6 in that one, and I think it was one of the things that brought her into the limelight. Fantastic
Happy birthday.
actor. Happy birthday to you. All right, the fifth person on our list is John Hamm, who is turning 49 today. An American actor, producer, and comedian, best known for his role as actor and producer in television series like Mad Men and 30 Rock.
Why are you smiling? Or why are you laughing? Like, you see some people's faces and then you're just laughing.
That's it.
Wow, that's amazing. Happy birthday to him. All right, the sixth person on our list is Olivia Wilde, who is turning 36 today. The Irish-American actress, producer, director, and activist is best known for her role on the medical drama television series House and her roles in films like Tron, Legacy, and Cowboys and Aliens.
Are you sure today is not my birthday?
Because like 1,001 people are celebrating today.
And most of them are actresses or in the entertainment industry. And that's so cool.
It's okay.
Because it's a celebrity birthday shout out.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. We're going to take it.
All right, happy birthday to you. The seventh person on our list, yes, on number 7 is Robin Thicke, turning 43 today. 43.
Hey.
All right, he's an American, again, another American singer, songwriter, record producer, and actor known for his hit songs like
Lost Without You,
Magic, Sex Therapy, and Blurred Lines with Pharrell. You must know one of those songs.
Paula Patton's ex.
And then his hair,
I know you'd always go and dig the history.
That is OJ's work.
How will you, Paula Patton?
Go away. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday.
I love his hairstyle. That's what I was going to say. I think his hairstyle is very iconic. When you see his hairstyle, you just think Robin Thicke.
It's okay.
I know OJ is not going to try that, but it's fine. Happy birthday to you, Robin. All right. The eighth person on our list, rather, is Sharon Stone, who is turning 62 today. What? She's an American actress, producer, and former fashion model who has had an active entertainment career since the 80s. And at 62, she looks so amazing.
So amazing.
I think the modeling thing didn't just leave her. She's so gorgeous, so talented. Happy birthday to her. All right, we have Timbaland, turning 48 today. The American rapper, musician, DJ, record producer, and record executive remains one of the most respected in the game. His production credits include work with Jay-Z, Nas, Ludacris, Madonna, Rihanna, One Republic, Randy, Drake, Rick Ross, OJ, Honey
Justin
Pot,
Timberlake,
Arika Dimples,
Nini
and
Ola.
No, those parts were jokes. The beginning parts were
Nini Ola
serious.
wasn't a joke.
Nini Ola's works actually drive
I know that Timberland is a huge fan.
Timberland
crazy.
No,
What?
Nini Ola's beats.
beats, yeah.
The beats that SARS used for Nini Ola.
Well, you'd say the beats, but at the end of the day, it's still Nini Ola's works.
Oh, wow.
Whether you like it or yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Timberland. We love you, and happy birthday to you out there that is celebrating as well. You guys are amazing. I'm wishing you the best birthday yet. And from me to you, here's this.
Yes, we are done with the celebrity birthday shout out. Rewind is up next. Take a look to learn about this day in entertainment history.
Let's rewind. On this day in 1938, Jezebel, the film, premieres. Directed by William Wyler, starring Betty Davis and Henry Fonda, from the play by Owen Davis. And in 1997, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, created by Joss Whedon and starring Sarah Michelle Gellar, premieres on WB Television Network. And in 2015, still on this day, See You Again, released by Wiz Khalifa, featuring Charlie Puth, commissioned by Film Furious 7 as tribute to Paul Walker. It went on to win the Billboard Song of the Year in 2015. And that's it on Rewind.
And that's it on Rewind. Now you're welcome to Sweetville, where we bring you all of the savagery and the latest madness that social media has to offer.
I don't know why I was even clapping.
Yeah, you're excited. You're excited, right?
Is there?
Let's do these. Okay, so Lily or DJ Zinhil says, do you post WhatsApp stories? And then Mologadi says, some will say I do, and some will say I don't. Meaning that some people, because, you know, they are muted or they are blocked, you're probably not going to see my stories, especially parents. Sorry,
No,
I don't think I should.
You blocked your mom.
No, you don't even have to
I
block.
just meant like family members, you know, or like...
But you don't have to block. You might just not save their number. Once you don't save their number, they don't see it.
That's another angle.
You just know the number, but you don't save the number.
So if the number is not saved, you don't see the person's statuses?
No.
Wow.
You don't see the person's status.
That is what Honeypot has been doing.
coming to you.
Because I actually don't see your stories.
She blocked you.
She blocked me.
I did not block you, Amanda.
Who did you block?
I have it with stories.
Who did you
I don't
block?
also see your own.
Who did you block? I'm not on WhatsApp.
I see your stories.
Wait,
I see your stories.
Now I know what's going on in
But
here.
I see your
Are
stories.
you trying to avoid my question?
What's the question?
Who did you block in your family?
So we have more tweets, you know, because of time.
Honeypot, who
Because
did you
of time,
block?
we'll just
I
move
don't
on.
block people. I'm not evil.
Wow.
This is for evil
Has
people.
it-
Amanda, are you evil?
No, I'm not evil. All right, Chemical Brother says, in exam hall, person, what is the synonym of destroy? Me, doom. What number 24 answer? Me, A. Number 28, Nko, me, B. So, doom, A, B.
Are you Olodoni?
What is this?
Olodo.
What is it? What is this? Oh. Oh, wow. So this guy is actually singing right here.
Yes.
Maybe. So this is. Are you trying to say this is how this song was come about? Like,
Wow.
What is the
AB.
purpose? Chemical Brother, what are you trying to insinuate?
People are just.
Creativity.
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 Nonsense.
Creativity.
Let's just move on to more tweets.
Doom AB. Doom AB.
I know, right?
Oh, Chemical Brother again. Now he says Nigeria has 37 states. Dubai is one of them. This table has been broken.
Amanda is on this table.
This table.
Honeypot is on this table.
You know, it's so annoying when you say you're traveling like Dubai.
Yes, now because it's like Ogun State. Honeypot went like twice. I'm coming. Honeypot just does.
Honeypot is the one that you should actually.
No, you are there too. I'm coming. I'll see you guys next week.
Honeypot went
Like-
on Friday. I came back on Sunday.
Hey,
Wow, is it? Did
it's
you go
Ogun-
to Ijebu Mushin or what?
Take it to you.
Is it Jabu fair?
Like, I'll be real quick. To be honest, I think that actually says a lot about Dubai and what they've been able to do in terms of being affordable.
That's true.
Nigerian states should do better so that we can be going to Calabar and the rest. Okay?
Have you tried?
Yes, I do go to other states.
Okay, no.
You know, when you can go to a place that is so beautiful and is also not expensive to go to, yeah, provide that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Captain Steam says, Americans, good luck. Nigerians, if you like, go and disgrace us. Small dishes.
Why are we like this?
And
But
Kevin Hart is now looking at you like...
No, this one hits harder when a Nigerian person... Because when they tell you, if you like, go and disgrace us, you will not say, that's true. I must go there and do something right.
You'll be wondering why Oyibo people or Oyibo children are doing well. Because you don't have sweet words to like, it's a good luck. It's like, if you like, go and disgrace us there.
Because, you know, that good luck, you know, Americans, it's like, good luck, honey. Even if you don't win, don't worry, I love you. You're the best.
Like joke.
You know,
it's like joke.
This, if you like, go and disgrace us. Because
you come here.
You are going to represent our family.
Oh, what about I don't know.
Wow.
Do you know that?
Wow.
You must not waste this money.
This one hits
you have to actually love Nigerians.
I know, right?
Never chase it, let it come to you. Now, so jollof rice and malt, take past me on Saturday. And the person is crying. Motivational speakers, avoid me, please. Because they will say, never chase it. It will come to you. You know, there should have been, there's always an exception to the rule. This thing does not apply.
It applies
no,
now.
it doesn't.
So that was how somebody
you will not
was...
receive anything.
That was how somebody was saying that. That's how they will say, be the bigger one. Just ignore. When somebody is arguing with you, when somebody has done bad things to you, when somebody gives you attitude, just ignore. Somebody said, why would you say that to be the bigger one? I beg, leave that bigger one. Sometimes you need to show them. Like you go and listen to all these motivational but you don't get to your house.
Are you not amongst them?
Context here. The person was trying to spoil you to do better in life, for you to
Not
actually
for-
have confidence, for you not to be desperate,
Not to
not
know
for
one
you
bear.
to be
You
exactly
know one bear.
chasing jollof rice and malt. Do better.
Kai!
On that note,
Kai!
Sweetville is over.
Body potty on this table now. Motivational speakers. Avoid me,
Aspire to aspire.
avoid me.
But guys, when I do the motivational speaking, see, I tell you the truth. I do not tell you all of these things so that you don't go to a party and then they serve the love rice and they don't serve you at the end of the day. Thank you so much, Amanda.
Wow.
We will now go on this short break, and when we return, we will be back with our guests. Stay here with us.
All right, a jam right there by LD and Sojay with We Made It. Now, y'all know that we don't do small things around here. We always bring the best of the best, and our guest falls right into this category. He's a Nigerian actor and filmmaker who is in a lane of his own and thriving, and he has so many numerous films to his credit, like The Figurine, Phone Swap, October 1st, The CEO, among so many others. Now, while others might be gunning for an EMVCA, we hear he's actually gunning for an Oscar. His name is Kunle Afolayan, and he's right here with us. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's so good to have you back on the Instrument Splash. The last time we had you, we didn't have the set. What do you think about our new set?
Beautiful. Trendy.
Thank
You
you.
know, really nice, yeah. Really nice.
I actually Googled, I was researching on you, and
Okay.
I saw that you did this question and answer thing with your fans.
Okay.
And somebody was saying, how did your parents react to you being in the industry? And everybody knows that you're the son of Ade Love, popular film producer and everything. And you said at first he actually didn't want you to enter the movie industry. And I was quite surprised to see that, you know,
Yeah.
coming from the fact that everybody knows that your family is a family of the entertainment and media industry. So
Yeah.
I was surprised to find out that he actually discouraged you initially to
Yeah.
enter the film industry. Why was that?
Yeah, because at that time, it was more of a labor of love. A lot of them were quite popular, but they didn't have much to show for it. And he felt that maybe, with education, you know, he believed that some of us would be better off. And maybe after your first degree, if you now want to do anything in entertainment, you know, it felt that you have an edge, you know, if you have education, and then if you want to do theater afterwards, you know, he just felt it's better. But hey.
Did economics give you that edge?
Yes, absolutely. Because I studied business administration, and after that, I worked in the bank for some time. And all my all the friends that I met, all my experience, all the knowledge. I met that with what I do now, and it has really, really helped, you know, in becoming a better person.
I'm going to take a cue from that. So administering business, as that is what you studied, you know, people have always complained, like when we have producers here, they complain about the fund in Nollywood. There is no fund to make good movies, especially when people complain about the Nigerian movies, you know, and you're one of those people that people have applauded for your movies, the way you go all out and then you bring in a lot of cast. And the question right now is, how do you, because, okay, so when I saw Mokalik, when I saw the airlines and all that, I'm like, okay, when I was watching it, I knew that there must be an airline, you know, on this particular one. And I know that the latest one you're doing, Citation, you went to Senegal, Ife, and Cape Verde, and that must have actually taken a lot of funds. How do you achieve that in Nigeria of today?
I don't know. I think it's the same way everybody. See, I mean, we're all survivors. And me, I hate to hear no for an answer. And from the beginning, I think the problem is I'm always having dreams. And, you know, when you sleep and you have dream and the next thing you say to yourself is, I must achieve it, then it means nothing can stop you. We're all in this space. Dangote is becoming richer by the day, and we say the economy is bad. There are loads of business people out there, innovative business people, who are, you know, they don't rely on government. You know, maybe they, you know, try to influence policies, but they're doing their thing. And even in creative industry, Sunny Ade has been jamming for more than 50 years, and he still jam every weekend.
Yeah.
All right. So, and every weekend, every time I remember him, I try to calculate how much he makes per week.
Wow.
At the age of 70-something. So, who are we, the younger generation, to start complaining? Just sit there and keep whining and keep saying things are not good. So, I don't like that. I like to go, I mean, try and see how best I can make use of available resources to achieve something. And these things are out there. It's just a case of you saying the right thing, getting the right team, because sometimes you can't do it all by yourself. I have always had the right team, you know, those who handle the business side, those who handle the legal side, those who handle the show side. It has to be a combination of all.
So you delegate?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about movies right now. Do you feel pressure because you've done a whole lot of movies and every movie that you make, everything is a killer? Do you feel pressure that after Irakpada, Figurine, I have to kill it, after Figurine, the CEO, October 1, do you feel pressured in any way to surpass what you've done?
Well, before, yes, but now, no, not anymore. Not anymore because, not because I think I've gotten there, but because I'm not in competition with anybody, so why should I be in competition with myself? Different stories will come and you treat them differently. Mokalik is the lowest in terms of, you know, budget when it comes to the films that I have done. What's it called? Citation is like in the league of the CEO. And some of these, I think, is the story that actually inform what goes into it. Citation, for example, when the whole thing started, it was meant to be a small film to be entirely shot in Nigeria in a small university. But you know, when those things start coming, you'll be like, but you can expand it. Okay, why not let's do this and all of that. So I'm not in competition. I don't feel pressured. All I know is I like to sustain the legacy, you know, and what I have achieved, and I like to pass it on to the next generation.
And speaking about storylines, I think one very interesting thing about your type of movies is that the stories are usually very unique, very different, and interestingly enough, again, I saw that in an interview you had mentioned, somebody had asked you about wrong subtitling of a lot of movies that we see on TV, and you said that one does not really affect anything. That at the end of the day, they're getting more popular, people are watching, they're cashing out, so it somehow comes across to a lot of people that Nigerians in general, we just take any type of movie or substandard movie, or if it has comic relief, we don't do well with storylines. Do you think that is true from a director's point of view?
Well, for me, like I said, it's an open market, all right? It's like saying, I want to eat fish. Some people will say, grill it for me. Some people will say, fry it for me. Some people will say, make it soup, imoyo. So people have different, preference, when it comes to a lot of this.
But in realism, how are the numbers like? Because we know that some of these comic relief movies are doing very well at the box office. Yeah. In reality, how is the movies like the
when you even say they're doing well at the box office, some of those figures are not what you think they are.
Interesting.
So let's not go there.
Okay.
But the truth is, I don't want to do a film that people will go in, laugh, they are out, they've forgotten everything about the film. The next week, if you ask them about the title, they don't even remember. What I've always aimed at, and I think I've achieved that, is when you say Kunle Afolayan, people can say, oh, he did this, he did that, he did that, he did that. I don't want to be, I don't want to be rave of the moment. I don't want to do something and it fades, it's not on the shelf and it's not. But like I said, some of those things, the people who are doing them, their mindset is to say, look, let me do this one now, cash out now, let me move to the next one. Some people don't care about posterity and some people don't care about legacy. No, some people just want to live. And I won't blame anybody, for churning out what they like. It's what you give is what you get. But there are people who, if you mention Tunde Kelani, for example, people will start saying Shawari, Deagogwe, Waole, Kuru, and all of that. So he has a name, he has a pedigree, and he has a legacy. And this is, he's one of the few that some of us are learning from and, and shadowing and all of that. So, yeah.
All right, we have to take a break now. We'll just show your works, the works of Kunle Afolayan, and then we will be back. We still have him here. Stay here with us.
Ojúmọ́ àjíire aago mẹ́fà ti kọjá ọgbọ̀n ìṣẹ́jú ní iléeṣẹ́ wa níbi Traffic Radio 96.1 FM tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Èkó ẹ máa bá wa kálọ. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we still have Kunle Afolayan in the building. And before phone swap, we checked out Mokalik. And your son was actually in that movie.
Yes.
So do you want your son to follow your path right now? He's acting right now.
Yeah, but the lead actor is actually that's actually my nephew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And though my little son is also there.
And in Roti?
In Roti, yes. That's Dari Misiri. For me, I don't care. If they develop interest, encourage it.
One of them sings. You always post
yes,
and
like
then you shoot with your phone.
I just figured that, okay, I didn't know they have that talent now. We're just talking. That's why it's good to actually spend time with these kids because, they just come up with all sort of surprises. We were just eating and the girl, I thought it was the guy that could sing. And the girl said, Daddy, I'm not only calling. I said, okay,
God, you're cracking me up right now.
I'm like, oh yeah, call Kagbo now, And then I was close to tears because for me, that's like...
that is so sweet.
That's raw talent. And since then, I said to her, yes, okay, be writing your songs and be keeping them. You can be voicing, but face your school. And, when the time comes, all of this will come to use.
It seems you're kind of training them to be very diverse, because I know one of them you even took to a tailoring school, you took your son to a mechanic school, one is a singer, so it's almost like what your father did to you by making you study business, admin, so it's like be diverse with it.
They have to now, so that they don't go on the internet and start ranting that the country is not good.
Okay, now let's talk about this.
Before that question, I have one question. Before we went on that break, you talked about figures from the box office. Producer just give us random figures.
No, it's not the producers. Look, sometime, and it's done all over the world. It's called PR stunts. All right. Sometimes people just quote good figures so that people will be like, so the film is selling. Let me go and see too. So it is what it is. Sometimes it's PR. Sometimes it can backfire. And, you know, tax people will come after you. Say, Shabi, you have announced that.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you do those things, be careful.
Interesting. All right, now let's get to this. So I know that you have this interest in bringing old people, I mean, veterans into your plays, your works. An example, Alabi Yellow may so rest in perfect peace, and it was in Mokalik. And you do this often, you know. And recently, you know, we just talked about Foluke. Foluke has this foundation, and that was when we saw that Pakasimo had been ill for a long time. And it's just so sad that in this country you have worked, you are very talented, you have given so much, and at the end of the day, you take ill, and at the end of the day, you don't survive it, you die, or you're begging for money, as if you don't know anything. I don't know what you have to say about this. What exactly is it that we can do? I mean, because it can happen to anybody at the end of the day. What do you think?
Look, I think the reason why this thing is always out there is because we're into the space where whatever you do is out there in the public. This happens everywhere. All right, people who are doing tailoring, a lot of them have association, they die, but because they are not media people, you don't get to know. The thing with our work, especially the talents who are actors, the thing is they don't have retirement.
Exactly.
So as an actor, you can act till you are 90 or till you are 100. And so I always say to people, instead of keeping these people, you know, they are redundant, you don't give them work, you say because they are old and now it's time for youth, and, you know, they will get depressed, they get miserable, and then they can't even feed their family. And then once they are sick, everybody starts saying, let's go and donate and all of that. Instead of that, put them to use, you know, give them work. You know, people are making films and television content every day. And a lot of those guys are real talent. They are not, you know, you can't go wrong, you know, if you hire them. So I know a lot of people who have tried to do like insurance policies, you know, for the industries. I know some of the guilds and associations are also trying to do that. But for me, I would say give them work. Don't make them sit at home. You know, a lot of them, when they started, they were so active, they were doing it for the love of it, not for money, because they didn't have money. And there was no structure at that time to help, to guarantee, you know, their future in terms of, you know, money and revenue and savings for the future. So please put them to use.
That's very noble, very well said. Before we let you go, tell us quickly, what should we expect from Citation?
That one is gonna be loud.
Oh my Lord!
It's really going. It's, you know, I just left editing room, and if I miss ever, I'll sit there and I'm like, you know, this is just
feeling yourself.
It's too much. I mean, I'll boast. I don't like it, but this one, no, it's huge because it's a film with so many layers. And even I'm even saying, okay, how do I cut? How do I reduce? And it's not draggy. It's not like there's one scene that is 30, 20 minutes. No. Anyway, what I will say is we're hoping to finalize post-production before May. And then I want to believe it's going to be out
later in the year?
Yeah, maybe by August. Thereabout,
exciting stuff.
Summer.
Thank you so much for coming. I mean, it has been such a pleasure, and you are a real talker and a real filmmaker. Thank you so much once again. All right, guys, that's it on the first hour of the show. We have entertainment news recap, daily top 5, movies at the movies, and where are they now? Still coming up in the second half. So what are you waiting for? See you soon.
Yes, sir. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of the show. It's now time to show it off, where one of us will vent about what's currently bothering her, because I am good.
Yes, we know. I'm good too.
I am good too, but then I'll just say something that I think everybody can just learn from. And that is, you know, sometimes when you see people and you just assume, like, okay, you just assume maybe this person does not like you or this person is giving you attitude or something. Why don't you just speak to the person? Because sometimes you say good morning to someone and that person did not hear you honestly, but you thought and felt that the person heard and the person decided not to answer you. And so you just form a thought in your mind, like, an impression, like, I greeted, and then you start spreading it and start saying, oh, I greeted this person did not answer me. You never can tell. Maybe that person had stuff on her mind, on his mind or something. So I think that instead of assuming, we do it so many times. So why don't you just have a simple talk with that person? I think that will solve it, and it will, because I see that the problems we have so many times when people say, I don't like this person or this person has not, it's just mere misunderstanding. True. It's not anything that should be. So I think people should be ready to just talk to people.
Because this is like an African thing. It's a Nigerian thing.
It's
like,
not.
You did not greet me. You greet me. You did not. We don't care.
I mean, in terms of greeting,
in terms
of greeting, actually, I would agree that it can be more African or Nigerian. But in terms of misunderstanding, in terms of you feeling that another person doesn't like you because of an impression that it might not be true, I think Honeypot is absolutely correct. So maybe you should just find out, first off, your shoes are so nice. They're so gorgeous.
They are Katy Perry.
It's called Chew It Off, not.
No, it is Katy Perry, baby.
Not admire.
Thank you, darling. You look good.
Not admire Honeypot's shoe.
Wait.
Back to reality, ladies and gentlemen. Let's focus on the show. Moving on, it's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news. Yes.
All right, and we started with Foluke Daramola debunks news of her death.
And of course, we talked about this one. Camila Cabello speaks on her relationship with Shawn Mendes.
Daily Top 5 is up next, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Yeah. Hey.
Imo, lots of voice, Mr. Easy, Bad Vibes. Yes, welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Last week, we talked about action movies. Today is dedicated to sci-fi nerds. Yes, science fiction, aka sci-fi. Roots go back to ancient times. Yes, film in this genre relate to fantasy, science, horror, and superhero fictions, and sometimes contain many subgenres, as you see from this list of 5. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Daily Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1,
Yes, number 1 on our list, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Yes, it's a 2011 American science fiction action film starring James Franco, Freida Pinto, Brian Cox, Tom Felton, and David Oyelowo. It is the 20th Century Fox reboot of the Planet of the Apes series, intended to act as an origin story for a new series of films. In the film, a substance designed to help the brain repair itself gives advanced intelligence to a chimpanzee named Caesar, who leads an ape uprising. Now, this is science right there. Their whole plan was to use a chimpanzee to test the brain damage. And I saw a story recently, this was yesterday, the news broke out that they're looking for humans to test for the vaccines for coronavirus. So people have made mistakes using animals before, and Caesar was now leading an army.
You trying to say this true story?
This is what happens.
Leading an army against humans. So right now, coronavirus, they're looking for humans to test for the vaccine.
Okay, so the thing is, there is always this experimentation. Like scientists are always experimenting. And one particular thing I'll take from this is that, the fact that this movie is not the first, like it goes way back. And we talked about it last week too, how you don't know that in the 70s there was like this particular movie too. Interesting stuff. I really do like.
People couldn't get enough of the Planet of the Apes. Growing up, I remember I used to play the video games and I used to be really engrossed in it. There are theme parks in Dubai and Malaysia with Planet of the Apes. I mean, this is one movie, as you said, from the 70s. They had the Planet of the Apes, the original. They had the consequence of the Planet of the Apes Apes. They had like 4 or 5 series that hit box office and shattered it. And then bringing it back again in 2001 to do the same thing again for another 4 installments, and people just couldn't get enough. So what happened is, with the rise of the Planet of the Apes, they actually took us to the origin story, because the real Planet of the Apes started off with the apes. Imagine a planet where apes are taking over. They took over. Where the humans are these animals and the apes are the human beings. It's just, I think people couldn't get enough of it, and it's one franchise that you want to tap into. In fact, Disney has bought over it from 21st Century Fox, yes, and they are going to bring a new one out. Now, so I'm excited about it.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Now, you see why I said coronavirus, they're looking for humans to test instead of animals.
Wow. All right, the second one on our list is Guardian of the Galaxy, which is a 2014 American superhero film based on the Marvel Comics superhero team of the same name. And of course, it features an ensemble cast including Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, and Bradley Cooper as the Guardians. In Guardians of the Galaxy, Peter Quill forms an uneasy alliance with a group of extraterrestrial criminals who are on the run after stealing a powerful artifact. A sequel, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, was released in 2017. The third film, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, is in development. And, spoiler alert, if you watch Avengers, towards the end, you know, they actually said something about as Guardians of the Galaxy. So people, and Vin Diesel has also said that it seems there's going to be a merging, bringing of Galaxy of the Guardians into Avengers. How cool is that?
It's okay.
Like, I can't even get enough.
It's okay.
Let's check it out.
No problem.
The writers of these movies are geniuses, honestly. I must say. They are really, really brilliant. Because sometimes you can't just imagine, or sometimes you just sit down and think, how did they even come about this?
Honestly, and one thing I especially liked about the Guardian of the Galaxy was the fact that the extraterrestrial animals, you know, rockets, this small guy,
Groot, the tree.
It was so weird when you see superheroes, and one is, and he was even introducing himself. Like, do you know me? I was like, nope, I don't know you. You know, he had this comic approach to it that other superhero flicks, movies didn't have, and I really like that about it.
Definitely. Looking out for more, looking out for the latest one that will come out very soon. The way the story writers always link the stories, the way they linked this Guardians of Galaxy to Avengers, and now they're linking it.
I just hope it won't affect when the volume 2 comes out.
It won't, trust me.
All right, now let's talk about the third one. That is Inception. It is a 2010 psychological science fiction action film. The film stars Leonardo DiCaprio as a professional thief who steals information by infiltrating the subconscious of his target. He is offered a chance to have his criminal history erased as payment for the implantation of another person's idea into a target's subconscious. The ensemble cast includes Joseph Gordon, Levitt, Ellen Page, Tom Hardy, and others.
So this movie right there, Inception, when Pitbull rapped about it, like, I'm Inception, I can play with your brain. Woo. That's what this movie is all about. I know I've started watching Inception several times.
You've not finished it?
Never.
No,
because
I'm always to finish it. No,
I even tried last month. Last month.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let me watch Inception. Now I'm grown. Let me get all of this into my brain. Because this movie can actually mess with your brain.
You know, it's very interesting.
So you finished it?
I finished it, but I had to watch it at least 6 times.
Yes.
So the point of Inception was you're not going to get it on the first watch.
Never.
It doesn't start off with a storyline that you're following.
Never.
So you actually have to pay attention. It's the kind of movie that you have to pause and be like, what happened last scene, and go back. And it took so much time from the script writers, and 80-page treatment that they had to keep tweaking. And of course, Leonardo DiCaprio, his performance.
That was what they actually wanted when they were writing, so that they can actually mess with your brain. Interesting stuff.
All right, yes, moving on to the next one. This one is titled Avatar. Yes, it's a 2009 American epic science fiction film starring Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, Stephen Lang, Michelle Rodriguez, and others. The film is set in the mid-22nd century when humans are colonizing Pandora. The film's title refers to a genetically engineered Navi body operated from a brain of a remotely located human that is used to interact with the natives of Pandora. This right here is a proper science fiction movie. It took This film was released in 2009. It took how many years for a movie, Avengers Endgame, which was last year, to surpass it as the highest grossing film
That is
ever?
true.
That's true. That's true.
And
Like,
To
made a
tell
lot
you
of
what
money.
this movie was.
Guess what? We can expect
Part
Avatar 2.
2!
Yeah!
But
2021. That is
scared.
super.
Why are you scared?
I'm scared.
Why?
Why are you scared?
They might mess it up.
No, I really doubt so. I mean, this was done in a time when they didn't even have the technology
Much
to
technology.
even back it up. Because he had the storyline in 1997 after Titanic, but he was like, he wanted to hold on
Chill.
for technology to happen. He had to wait all the way to 2006.
2009.
They had to form a whole new language. There was so much.
Yeah,
They
the
have already
Navi
formed
natives.
the basic works of it.
So I
know.
think what OJ is saying here is that you look at the space between, you know, the release of Avatar and then, you know,
2009.
then you have the one very
it is
close.
the same thing with the part 1. It started off in 1997, got released in 2009, 2009, now in 2020. So I
2020.
can't wait, honestly speaking, because even if you watch Avatar today, you're still going to be blown
You'll
away.
love it, yes.
You will love it.
Fingers crossed, Sha. Fingers crossed.
I mean, if you eventually like it, what happens?
I will buy.
They have been bragging. James Cameron and the Russo brothers have actually been bragging that, you know, Avatar is going to come out and beat
And
Avengers.
take Avengers.
So we have to keep our fingers crossed on that one.
Yes, sir.
All right, the 5th movie on our list is Pacific Rim, which is a 2013 American science fiction monster film starring Charlie Hunnam, Idris Elba, Charlie Day, Martini, and Ron Perlman. Now, the film is set in the future when Earth is at war with the kaiju, which have emerged from an interdimensional portal on the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. A sequel titled Pacific Rim Uprising was released in 2018.
Pacific Rim.
And you were just talking about John Boyega and how he bought out this franchise of this one.
Yeah, great one for a Nigerian, a British Nigerian.
A British Nigerian. Oh, wow. A Nigerian British. Okay. And then the one he acted in and Idris Elba.
Yeah, he got the first one. Then in the part 2 that came out, the Uprising one, he produced it, which is great because the storyline was there. They're fighting the Jaeger, and this is you inside the machine, and you're trying to fight aliens. Instead of humans fighting alien, you can be inside the robot itself and fight the alien, which is great itself for technology.
Netflix is telling us, they're just teasing us that there might be an anime version of this one.
And you like, because of course, that is what you like.
What's that?
Yeah, so let's...
But are you looking forward to it? Because I know that that is what
anime.
you like. Yes.
So but I do hope that they keep it true.
Oh, please.
OJ, calm down. All right, guys, we're going to go on a break, and that's it on Daily Top 5 today. But there will be even more movie talk when we return for Movies at the Movies.
Thank you so much for staying here with us. Time for Movies at the Movies. And so we start. Now, if you have plans to head to the cinema this week, well, we've got you covered with a list of movies to look out for. And in Nollywood, who's the boss? Leah, a young, overworked ad agency executive, is forced to invent a bust to keep her employer from finding out when her side hustle startup ad agency wins a major contract. Things go from bad to worse as she gets increasingly more successful, and she has to invent ever more crazy ways to keep her own boss from finding out. Actors include Beverly Osu, Blossom Chukwujeku, Boli Lomo, Funke Akindele, Inidima Okojie, Shegun Arinze, Sharon Oja, and others.
Who's the boss?
I've been seeing the T-shirts everywhere, like they've been going for, you know, interviews and media rounds.
And the premiere was also a hit as well.
Beautiful, yeah. And of course, you know, you see Sharon Oja, who played like the main character, who's hiding stuff from the boss, who is Funke Akindele, and Funke Akindele was is a very, very difficult, impossible boss right there.
I think I'm going to expect a lot of laughter, a lot of fun from this particular movie, especially with Boli Lomo and Idima. I like the casting already.
Started in a way.
Blossom, you know, I'm really excited to see how Blossom comes into play because I have seen him play a lot of serious characters, and he seems to be more playful in this one. So I'm looking forward to the combination. I think they're going to drag out more from the actors than we usually see, and it's one Nollywood film that might break box office.
And oh wow, might. Oh my God. And the thing that that, you know, it goes from very serious to crazy to fun. Like it's a comic in a way, like it's a funny one in a way.
All right. All right. In Hollywood, The Invisible Man. Now, the film follows Cecilia, who receives the news of her abusive ex-boyfriend's suicide. Now, she begins to rebuild her life for the better. However, her sense of reality is put into question when she begins to suspect that her deceased lover is not actually dead. Actors include Aldis Hodge, Elizabeth Moss, Oliver Jackson, and Cohen.
Easy listening.
Where are you?
This
oh my God.
gives me goosebumps.
That's a lot of violence right there. And it's a science fiction, and it's an adaptation of the book that goes by that same title, The Invisible Man. Oh my gosh.
I'm looking forward to watching it. I mean, I like the fact that this is like a new classic monster horror film, and people are saying that it might even turn into a franchise. In 2 weeks, it already has $100 million.
I would not even be surprised. I think they put $7 million into it as the budget.
And to think
that, yes, in 2 weeks it has that. And Rotten Tomatoes has actually rated this 91%. That
fantastic.
Is huge. Huge.
I'm a huge horror movie lover, and it looks like a super villain thing. So I'm going to definitely check this out. All right, guys, we're going to go on a short break. And when we come back, we'll still have movies at the movies to talk about.
Thank you indeed for staying here with us. Still movies at the movies. Now, let's talk about the next one. In Hollywood, The Way Back. A former high school basketball phenom struggling with alcoholism is offered a coaching job at his alma mater. As the team starts to win, he may have a reason to confront his old demons, but will it be enough to set him on the road to redemption? Actors include Ben Affleck, Janina Gavankar, Michaela Watkins. Oh yeah, that's a very lovely storyline. It's one with a lot of emotions.
Yes.
It tells like almost not true life story, but then it's so real like that. It feels so real. It's a tearjerker. It's so, you know, it's motivational. Like it comes with a lot of, you know, you get in your feeling watching this particular one.
I'm interested to actually watch it, especially because Ben Affleck is in it.
There, right?
You know, and he's now, as you said, being showing us an emotional side to him that we don't usually see. I think this one is something that everybody who loves these stories that you get messages from, you enjoy this one.
And I think it's doing well because Rotten Tomatoes rates this 85%. And well, then again,
I mean, that's pretty high.
It's $25 million, the budget.
And what are the returns?
So now I have not found out what the returns are, but for them to put in a lot of money like that, like $25 million, oh my gosh, like I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh wow, I think it's time for us to go find out what OJ thinks about it.
Okay.
Yeah, too many movies today. The Way Back, that's Ben Affleck, the one we just checked out now. The Invisible Man, like a boss.
Like a boss.
Definitely The Invisible Man. I love the storyline. It's creepy. Or I love movies like that.
Yeah.
From an abusive boyfriend that she thought was dead, and the person is still attacking.
Are you thinking franchise?
Huh?
Are you thinking franchise?
I beg.
You started thinking franchise.
No, because people, like, they're saying it feels
scary.
like the
Horror,
mummy. You know.
No.
Oh, the mummy. And to think that she went out in the night, like in the dead of the night.
Foreign people like OJ, you know, they think differently.
Yeah, we think differently, ladies and gentlemen. So definitely The Invisible Man, that's one I would like to watch first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with movies at the movies. We'll take a break now, and we'll be back to wrap up with Where Are They Now?
Love you like that.
Oh, wow.
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from that singing. Yeah. Up next is Where...
What do you mean? What do you mean that singing?
Yeah, people were going off key.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Sorry. Up next is Where Are They Now? Take a look to find out which actor we are talking about today.
It's Where Are They Now? Ernest Obi. Ernest is a Nollywood actor and television personality who had an early start in the movie industry, which he joined in 1995 after graduating university with a degree in dramatic arts, where he majored in directing. Aside from being an actor, Ernest is also a director and producer. The actor became popular when he featured in the Nollywood classic Glamour Girls. Interestingly, The seasoned actor didn't go into acting initially. He was first a manager at a shipping line before he rediscovered his love for acting. Ernest took a break from the movie scenes to temporarily relocate to America, where he studied movie directing, cinematography, and editing at the New York Film Academy in hopes of correcting the lapses in movie directing in Nollywood. Returning to Nigeria, Ernest directed the movie Idemili, which earned him an award for Best Creative Director at the AMVCAs. His achievement also led him to being the former chairman of the Lagos chapter of the Actors Guild of Nigeria. Ernest hasn't been into acting as much as a result of his discovery for his directing talent, which would explain his absence from the movie screens. In recent years, he's fully invested in directing movies, as he has 4 movies to his credit, including The Storm, Mommy Y, and Poker Messiah, amongst others. Now you know where they are now.
Yay, NX Toby. And it's crazy that his first movie was in Glamour Girls, and people can definitely remember it for that particular movie because he was washing his girlfriend's underwear.
Look at a proper Nigerian boy. Why won't you remember that
but
one?
That's the part everybody remembers.
But to now think that, you know, he was into shipping before becoming an actor, and then he started directing and all of this. But the very one that is online, you know, about him that is so popping.
The controversy.
The controversy that his estranged wife said that he raped their daughter, and later he came out with his new wife to, you know, and show the whole world his new wife and his children. It's just a very sad one because it would be very sad if he didn't do it at the end of the day, and that is everywhere.
Yeah, crazy situation. Actor, producer, director, he has done everything, and he traveled to the United States, went to study some more, came back and took over. Yes, NSTB. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with Nollywood Tuesday. Hope you guys enjoyed every bit of the show. Yesterday is Tuesday. There's still more. There's Wednesday, there's still Thursday, and of course Friday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for myself, Onipot, and Mandy, we say it go be, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.